Hey everyone, it's Sandra, and I wanted to come to you today with our everything you always wanted to know in 5 minutes. So, short kind of training today. I've been getting asked quite a bit lately about trying to do social. What do we do on social? Really trying to break through the noise, right? There's just so much going on. How do I break through and communicate? So if you are, brand new online, it's, how do I begin to compete with everybody? I don't even know where to start because everywhere I go, I see, people that do the same thing as me, or I just plain don't know what to do at all. Or you've been online for a while and you've been working some of the social channels, but they're just not getting the reaction that you're hoping for your business efforts. So I took a look at this and narrowed it down to 5 different ways that you can stand out in the crowd. So I'm going to go over them in generality right now, and then I'm going to provide you a lot of links for follow-up because everybody's going to have different issues with things. And we also do have a lot of backup resources for this stuff. So let me give you the five and five. Let me give you the 5 things. The first thing you want to do is you need to make sure that your idea is really hot. And what I mean by that is that not everything that your business is doing is going to be hot to your ideal customers. Things that you think are amazing may not be things that are selling the best. So you need to really understand the smallest place that's your hottest spot. So where is that intersection of the ideas that you're thinking about, your things that you provide the best, and what your audience really wants to hear the most? So check that your idea is super hot, okay? And we've got a video training on that. I'm going to post the link below. The next big concept is really the biggest concept out of all of them. So the second way is making sure that you understand your ideal customers extremely well. Not that just their age, their where they are, what they like. You need to understand how they behave, what makes them tick, what makes them buy. So you want to get them at a place when they are already looking for something that you're doing, already having a conversation about something related to what you do or have, and get them then only to that last step, that last action step, as opposed to having to, break through some other conversation and not be able to stand out in this crowd of other messages that they're getting, right? So the better you know your customers, the better off you're going to be able to communicate your message into that space. That is the hardest part. It sounds easy because you say, I know them. I really get them. Maybe you are one, but you're not all of them, and you're not necessarily the ones buying right now. You are further down the line than some of your own customers would be. So you really need to ask them. You need to run informal polls or focus groups. You need to talk to your customers and figure that out. The third way is creating your unique messaging. So having messaging that sounds different from what other people are doing. And you can do that because you're different. So you yourself can be a distinguishing factor, but how clearly are you communicating that if you're a service? If you're a product, then how different or what makes it different than buying from someplace else, someone else, or the same sort of product. So you need to understand and figure out your messaging and have that be as unique as possible. The next thing is finding out your top outreach methods. So are you communicating because you like to blog, but maybe your ideal customers don't have the time to read? Maybe they're not readers. Maybe if you are selling products, maybe you're trying to sell through Instagram, but they spend a lot more time on Pinterest. So you need to really be where they are. So it's not just a matter of you outbound doing what you like, not what you think. You need to be where they are, where they're closest to purchasing the things that you are providing for them. And then the last thing is building everything correctly so that you can capture all of this. So this is whether you're building, your profile out, your social platform out, your e-commerce opportunities, whether you're a product or a service, you're still buying online, so it's still technically e-commerce. Whether you're capturing their email addresses and the correct information to be able to communicate to them later. So your list doesn't necessarily need to be just their email addresses. Maybe you need a texting plan if that's how they prefer to be communicated with. Then you need to be collecting their phone numbers, right, for a texting program. You need to really understand them and have the structure in place so that you are able to communicate with them. So it's not just your shopping cart that's the issue. It's all the other things that wrap around it, that be able to communicate with them where they are. If you have, a chat on your website because you say that is where, I want to be able to communicate customer service. Like if somebody has a question to me, or somebody has a problem with something, they can come to my website and I have a chat there. The issue with that is maybe they didn't even get to your site, right? They're still over in social. So you need to be on Messenger and Facebook. You need to be, watching your messages if they're DMing you on another platform. Yeah, it may be to you, you need to be in so many places, but you don't. You need to be where they are, communicating with them the way that they want to be communicated with, right? Because you are entering a conversation. So don't think of it so much as the outbound issues, but think about it as what do I need to do to communicate better with them? And that is how you're going to stand out in the crowd, because you are the only one communicating your way about your products and services to your ideal customers. You just need to make that happen with the five ways that we gave you today. So everything I will have linked below for additional trainings. But remember, you can always reach me. You can reach me on any platform. You can reach me in any way. And please do so. And I will make sure that you get the answers if you didn't understand something or this brings up a thought for your own specific business. I also offer a free 15-minute conversation if you'd like to do that, to figure out, how this all applies to you. I can give you some pointers to get the right directions, so that you will at least know where to start on things. So don't feel lost, but make sure that you reach out, because we really want you to be able to stand out, so that you're able to sell your products and services online in a better and smarter way for yourself with not so much work and not being all over the place. So I hope these tips helped you today. Please reach out to me wherever you're seeing this, and follow through on the links below for some additional training. That's it for today. Thanks so much for sticking in with the everything you ever wanted to know about how to stand out in a crowded market in 5 minutes. See you on the next training.